Hello everybody and welcome back to Academiopolis, where at the end of last episode, I pointed out that we can probably go on a little bit of a scavenger hunt for these useless power lines that we don't need anymore, that we built temporarily. Like, things like this are still necessary because they're disconnected from our grid, and until such a time as we fully develop this area, they're going to remain that way. But this? Not so much. So let's go ahead and take out this power line. And as we remove each, I'm going to be checking to make sure that the areas are properly zoned. Okay, so there's that one taken care of. Now there's this power line. That is no longer necessary. Let's make sure that this area is properly zoned. Everything in here is supposed to be residential, so we'll just do that. What else do we have for useless power lines? Let's look around a bit. Things are looking okay over in this area. Here's some useless power lines, though. That is quite a lot of them, in fact. So we'll get rid of this. And what is this zone? Offices? Yeah, I think this is... Yeah, this is offices over here. So we'll just go ahead and make sure that all of this is offices, but this up here is tree area, so that's fine. What else do we have for power lines? Well, there's this over here. This is pointless at this point. So we'll get rid of that. Make sure that this is correctly zoned for... That's light commercial. What am I even doing? Okay. There we go. Excellent. What else do we have for useless power lines? Got this one. This is no longer necessary. Can get that out of there. And this is all supposed to be industrial, so we can do something along the lines of that. Fantastic. Now this power line is still necessary. This one, I feel like, is no longer necessary. This is supposed to be dense commercial. There we go. Our duty-free zone over there. What else do we have for power lines that aren't necessary anymore? I think that's most of them, but there might be some up by the harbor area. Just double checking over here. We appear to be okay. So let's check the harbor area real quick. There's this, which is relatively necessary, but we can actually cut this back a little bit. This is no longer necessary, these two. So let's make sure that this is correctly zoned. There we go. What is this? Citizens are sick up over here. Don't we have a healthcare clinic? Literally right next to them. And it's not using all of its ambulances. Okay. Well, that'll get taken care of. This power line is 100% no longer necessary. And this area has actually been developed quite a bit. I'm kind of surprised. So let's go ahead and make sure that this whole thing is zoned dense residential. This whole area needs to be industrial. There we go. And I do believe that is all of the useless power lines that we had taken care of, unless I've missed some. I don't think I have, though. Okay, so that's great. So now we can go back to what we were doing, which was working on this area over here. Now we got this pretty well roaded out. This area over here needs highways, and we also need to road this area here. Can we connect that in? Space already occupied. Okay, so we can't, but we can kind of make it look like it's connected in a little bit. Is that? Yeah, that's just a height issue, actually. We might be able to go underneath there. I mean, here we're gonna run into some issues for sure. Although, we can do that. It looks almost right. And when we're not looking at the grid, I don't think we'll notice any issues. Of course, that space already occupied. We could maybe curve this around. Something like... Oof, I don't like that curve. Something like that could work. Okay. And then we bring this in the straight line tool. we bring this down kind of like that. Should be fine. And then it would come... Oh, that was one square too many. Take this here. There we go. Maybe even coming down over here. And then we could curve that in and eliminate this road here. Yeah, that's an improvement. That is definitely an improvement. And then we could maybe bring this out a block and down a block and then connect in like that as our kind of border, I guess. Connect in something like that and then like that. And then we can grid this to some extent. That's going to be an awkward connection there. Yeah, that's definitely going to be an issue. Let's take this out of here. And instead, let's grid this up properly. Slope too steep, okay. I mean, we're definitely going to have some awkwardness over this way. Any way we slice it, because this is a 960, we're actually going to need to make this section be slightly different. But I'm fine with having this come over to here. We've got some slope too steep issues going on over here, and I'd kind of like to maybe eliminate that. Take it into there. Get rid of that. Connect that up. Like so. That's an improvement for sure. And then we can bring this down slightly longer. Bring this down to about here. Something kind of like this.
We are the law. Accountant. The law accounting. I know what
approximately.
Are we lawyers? Are we accountants?
Something like that. Ish. I kind of hate what's going on here. So maybe we take that out of there. Extend this over to here. And then connect in like that. That's an improvement. To be sure. This intersection is kind of strange. Maybe we get rid of that, although I do prefer this road ending here. But maybe we get rid of that. And keep that straight. Yeah, that's an improvement, I think. Okay. Now I do want to figure out a better solution for this. This road is, shall we say, not great. And I think the best thing that we can do is take that portion out of there. And then we run this through here. Put a pillar there. And then we take this portion out of there. And I want this to be slightly taller. I'm going to go up an elevation step here. And then connect in like that. It's going to be a little bit awkward because there's no bend there, but we can revisit that in just a moment. We put that through there. Now we refund this. And using the road curve tool, we can just then bend this in. Approximately like that-ish. Alternately, we could maybe do it like that. I feel like that's not ideal. I mean, that one's space already occupied. There's obvious issues with that. But, I mean, I guess it'll do. It'll have to do. Okay. So let's go ahead and grid up this area here now that we have boundaries for it. Should be nice and easy if I'm on the straight line tool. That'll help. Okay, we'll just get this done. We still don't have any demand for any sort of zoning whatsoever. We're kind of outpacing that. But I mean, at this point, we have so much money that I kind of don't care. We do need to allow the city to grow before we build our next... need to move that. Before we build our next university, we definitely need to allow the city to grow a fair amount. And in fact, I should probably take a look at our current education statistics. I've been kind of neglecting that for a while. I think as soon as we're done constructing this over here, we'll take a quick look at that. See how that's going. Okay, there we go. There's that section good to go. We've still got this over here that's entirely unzoned as well. What's going on up over here? Citizens are still sick. There is literally a medical clinic right here, though. Maybe we should put down another one? Or put down, like, a full-sized hospital? Oh, hello, academic year report. So, Seaside College lost 4 students. And Academiopolis Institute lost 20. And our campus attractiveness was substantially lower. Interesting. I'm not sure what caused our attractiveness to decrease by that much, but okay. We can put a hospital up over here. So that should help that particular issue. And maybe it's just that this requires constant upkeep or something? I don't know. Let's, campus attractiveness is 605 out of 900. Okay. Well, I did want to check our other availabilities. So we need more elementary schools, actually. And I think we should put one down over in this area. Perhaps here. And in fact, we should probably place another one as well. Maybe this other one should go up over here. That'll be fine. Now, high schools, we need at least one more high school, and I think this area is a prime candidate. Maybe here? As we develop this area, that placement will become a little bit more sensible. And maybe we should get a second new high school as well. Just to future-proof. We can put that one, perhaps, here. There we go. And of course, university, we have way more university capacity than we have students. So we're not concerned about that. Our public library is only here, but I guess that's gonna have to do for now. So that should help out our education. And hopefully... Also, we need some garbage disposal over here, don't we? I have a feeling some of these sick citizens were created by our recycling center there, which we should maybe consider moving up into the industrial area, like perhaps here. And in fact, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So dense residential here. And now I'm just wondering, what exactly do these floating water collectors do? Because they lessen water pollution, so it would be great to have some, like, over here. But they also have 50,000 cubic meters per week that they operate. I don't quite know what that means. So let's build one and just see what exactly it does. And I'm going to get rid of some of these tweets that I've been neglecting for a million years. There we go. So operating rate 50,000 cubic meters per week. So is it just lessening the water pollution here? Yeah, apparently so. Actually, I feel like I see it making a difference. That might just be the clouds. Maybe. I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell. We've got some garbage piling up over there as well, so we probably need to consider putting in a couple more garbage dealer withers. That's the technical term. I don't know if you're aware of that. So, let's think about this. We've got a recycling center up here. We could probably use a second one, since this one seems to be kind of falling behind. I don't really want to be using an incineration plant up here. Although, what is the pollution? It goes that far? We could maybe get away with placing it, say, over here? Maybe here. Or here would actually be a slightly better location. Okay, so we'll do an incineration plant there. We've got a fire over here. That's interesting in the duty-free zone. But we definitely have a need of additional garbage collection up in this region. We've got strong garbage collection here and here. And now we've got decent collection here as well. But I'm thinking maybe we should consider putting a recycling center out over here. We should also... I don't know, I'm just trying to decide if I like this. Maybe it's okay. The real question is, if we put a recycling center over here, can we fit it in? Actually, here would be perfect. It's going to create some pollution. We've got a medical clinic right here. That medical clinic is already maybe a little bit overstressed. We should maybe put down one more medical clinic over here. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. So we'll do that. Yes, I have noticed that there's an abandoned building. It's fine. Okay, so we've got a water issue over here because we haven't put water through all of these areas that we created yet. So we should probably go ahead and do that. Water right there. Water is already through some of this, except that I've missed a tiny little area here. I'm not a big fan of this. The reason that that happened is because this is at an awkward angle. So I'm going to take this out of here. And we're going to try to connect this in at a slightly more sensible angle. So from right here to right here. There we go. Now I'm not okay with the placement of this water pipe. I would prefer that to be coming down right here. No, I don't want to connect it in there. We can knock all of these back a little bit. Now we've got a little not covered here, but that's just on the road, so I think that's fine. We don't actually need the road covered. That is not the angle I was going for. Okay, let's try that. There we go, that's much better. We'll connect this in. Okay. Now we are going to need a water pipe coming down this direction. Like so. And then connecting in like this. Then we'll need a pipe like that. Excellent. Then we should probably go ahead and run some water over this way while we're running water through things. So we'll just keep this pipe going over here. We're going to want to connect a vertical pipe here just in case. Kind of wondering what's going on with this mess. That is certainly quite a mess. Do a vertical pipe like that. Does this even need to exist? Yeah, I didn't think it did. Okay. So we'll connect that up like so. This vertical pipe can just come down to here. And then we can connect in all the way over here. And just connect all of this up with just straight pipes. Once again, This is just a gap on the road, so that should be fine. No real concerns there. Okay. That should be all of our new areas covered with water. Fantastic. Now this fire up over here is being taken care of. So that's perfect. No issues there. We've still got some garbage over here. However, our new recycling centers should be able to take care of all of the garbage that gets produced over here. I'm wondering, why do these not produce water pollution, though? It feels like they should. I mean, I guess I'm not complaining. Where's the pollution map mode? That's garbage. Here's pollution map mode. Well, I guess there is some pollution being created by Goods Unlimited here. Oh, this is supposed to be in the tree zone. And it is not. Yeah, look at that. It's just outside of the tree zone. Okay. So we'll do something like that. No more Goods Unlimited, thank you very much. But yeah, this produces no pollution whatsoever. Of course, our pumping service produces a little. There is still a sick citizen here that we are not dealing with. It's very strange. Also, why is the game on speed 2? I don't recall doing that. Well, anyway, that's some good progress for right now. We're definitely going to need to extend this highway out this way a little ways. We'll do a turnaround. Actually, we may just truncate it here and just terminate at this road. And then this one would go here, but would definitely go out one more meta block over here, I think. Would we have space for that? And then up over here is where we're planning on putting the next university. So then we bring this down like so. We're gonna have to go through these rock formations, which is fine. That's completely expected. So then we keep taking this out like so. Oh, that was actually 440. Hang on. Get out of here. That was wrong. There, that's more like it. So then 960 there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this would be a turnaround area. So this would be 960. That actually just fits in. So the college would actually be here instead of here. But that's probably fine. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fine. So let's go ahead and bring this out. This is going to be a slightly differently sized set of blocks here because this is a 960 and we're terminating here. So that'll be fine. It'll probably be barely noticeable. And then connect that in something like that. There we go. Now we can bring this down this way. Is this actually going to be a highway going down here? Yeah, probably. We've got just enough space for the off-ramps here. So something like this, and then this would connect in like that. And then this can come down like this if we wanted to get this coverage. Well, we can grid up this area and decide how exactly we want to handle this spot in just a bit. So I'm going to do that. Also, it's time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to do that too. You can leave your offering to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.